Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Certainly. Resizing images using Node.js in an AWS Lambda function with S3 is a common use case for serverless applications. Below is a step-by-step tutorial that walks you through the process of setting this up. Prerequisites. 1 AWS account. You will need an AWS account. If you don't have one, you can create it here, https://aws.amazon.com. To Node.js, make sure you have Node.js installed on your machine. 3 AWS CLI, install the AWS command line interface, CLI, to manage your AWS services from the terminal. Steps. Step 1, create an S3 bucket. 1. Sign into the AWS Management Console. 2. Navigate to the S3 service. 3. Create a new bucket, example my-image-resize-bucket. Make sure to enable public access if you want to access the images publicly, and configure the bucket policy appropriately. Step 2, create an AWS Lambda function. 1. Navigate to the AWS Lambda service in the AWS Management Console. 2. Click on Create Function. 3. Select Author from scratch. 4. Give your function a name, example image-resize function. 5. Choose the runtime as Node.js, example Node.js 14.x. 6. Set the execution role. You can create a new role with basic Lambda permissions or choose an existing role with S3 access. Step 3, set up S3 trigger for Lambda. 1. In your Lambda function, scroll down to Function Overview. 2. Click on Add Trigger. 3. Choose S3 from the list. 4. Select your bucket, example my-image-resize-bucket. 5. Choose the event type as put to trigger the function when an image is uploaded. 6. Click Add. Step 4, install required packages. For image resizing, we will use the Sharp library. You will need to package your Lambda function with this dependency. 1. Create a new directory and navigate into it. 2. Initialize a new Node.js project. 3. Install the Sharp library. Step 5, write the Lambda function code. Create a file named index.js and add the following code. Step 6, deploy the Lambda function. 1. Zip your project files. 2. Go to the AWS Lambda console, select your function, and upload the function.zip file. 3. Click Deploy to save your changes. Step 7, test the setup. 1. Upload an image to your S3 bucket, my-image-resize-bucket. 2. Check the resized folder in the same bucket. You should see the resized image there. Step 8, optional, set permissions. You may need to adjust the permissions of your Lambda execution role to allow it to read from and write to S3. Here's a simple policy you can attach to your Lambda role. Conclusion. Congratulations! You've set up an AWS Lambda function that automatically resizes images uploaded to an S3 bucket using Node.js and the Sharp library. You can further enhance this by adding error handling, logging, or even more advanced image processing features. If you have any questions or need further assistance, feel free to ask.